Imagine waking up one morning and realizing the earth is not as safe as we believe. The air you breathe, the ground you walk on, the oceans that surround us, everything can turn against us in ways we can't even imagine. For centuries, humans have fought wars, built empires, and created civilizations, but the real threats, they don't come from politics or borders, they come from nature itself, silent, powerful, and unstoppable. Today, we will travel into the hidden dangers that could one day wipe out life on Earth. These are not science fiction stories. They are real, proven by history, by science, and by the scars our planet already carries. This is not just a tale of survival. This is a countdown to the greatest natural threats that could end everything we know. Think about it. The Earth is more than 5 billion years old, and during this long journey, life has faced destruction many times. The dinosaurs ruled for millions of years, but one event, one rock from space, ended their reign in a matter of hours. That single moment of fire and dust changed the story of the world forever. And if it happened once, it can happen again. The first natural threat is the one that made the dinosaurs vanish, an asteroid impact. Scientists say Earth is moving through a cosmic shooting gallery. Every day, tiny rocks from space burn in our atmosphere. We see them as shooting stars and smile, but once in a while something much bigger comes, something that doesn't burn, something that collides. 65 million years ago, a rock nearly 10 kilometers wide struck near present-day Mexico. The explosion was more powerful than every nuclear bomb in history combined. A giant cloud of dust blocked the sun for months. Plants died, animals starved, and 75% of all species disappeared forever. Now imagine if a similar asteroid heads our way again. NASA and other agencies are tracking thousands of near-Earth objects, but here's the shocking truth: we don't know where all of them are. One hidden rock moving silently through space could be enough to erase everything. But asteroids are not the only killers above us. The second natural threat lies within the Earth itself. Deep underground, there are monsters we cannot see. They are volcanoes, but not the kind we usually imagine. These are supervolcanoes, vast chambers of fire that sleep for thousands of years, until the day they awaken. 74,000 years ago, in Indonesia, the Toba supervolcano erupted. It was the largest eruption in human history. Ash spread across continents, the climate cooled, crops failed. Some scientists believe humanity itself came close to extinction during this time, with only a few thousand people surviving. Today, beneath Yellowstone National Park in the United States, there lies another supervolcano. Scientists monitor it closely, but they admit, if it erupts, there is little anyone can do. The skies would turn dark. Temperatures would fall worldwide. Famine would follow. Humanity's future would hang by a thread. And yet there is something even more silent, even more unstoppable, waiting beneath our oceans. The third threat is a massive tsunami. We think of waves as playful, gentle, but history has shown us their true power. In 2004, the Indian Ocean tsunami killed more than 200 people in a single day. Entire towns vanished within minutes, but that was caused by an earthquake. Imagine something much larger, like a whole side of a mountain, collapsing into the sea. Scientists fear the Canary Islands, off the coast of Africa, could one day experience such a landslide. The waves from that collapse would race across the Atlantic, striking the shores of Europe, Africa, and even America. Skyscrapers, highways, cities all swept away in hours. The ocean is beautiful, but when it rises against us, there is no escape. But perhaps the deadliest force is one we cannot see at all, a threat that comes from the stars. The fourth danger is a solar storm. The sun is our source of life, but it can also be our enemy. Every so often, the sun releases powerful explosions of radiation and charged particles, called coronal mass ejections. If one of these storms hit Earth directly, our power grids could collapse, satellites would fry, communication systems would vanish. Imagine a world with no electricity, no internet, no hospitals running on machines, no planes in the sky. We've had a small taste before. In 1859, the Carrington event lit up the skies with auroras as far south as the Caribbean. Telegraph systems sparked and failed. Now think in today's digital world, with everything connected, a storm of that magnitude could push humanity back into darkness. Not for hours, but possibly for years. And as if that wasn't enough, there is another danger one that we are already feeling. The fifth natural threat is climate change. Unlike the sudden violence of asteroids or volcanoes, this one moves slowly. But its effects are everywhere. Rising temperatures, melting glaciers, violent storms, droughts, floods, wildfires. For millions of years, the Earth's climate has changed naturally, but now human activity has accelerated it at a terrifying pace. Whole islands are sinking under rising seas. Forests are turning to deserts. Species are disappearing at record speed. And if the trend continues, parts of Earth may become uninhabitable within just a few decades. It may not strike like a sudden disaster, but climate change has the power to reshape our world, forcing billions to fight for food, water, and survival. But the final threat is perhaps the most mysterious of all. A silent killer drifting in the universe, waiting. The sixth natural danger is a gamma ray burst. Imagine a star much bigger than our sun collapsing in on itself. In that instant, it releases two beams of energy more powerful than anything we can comprehend. If Earth were unlucky enough to lie in the path of such a burst, the atmosphere would be stripped away. Radiation would destroy life within seconds. Scientists say the chances are small, but they also remind us in the vastness of space, rare things happen all the time. And life on Earth has been reset more than once. So here we are, fragile creatures on a fragile world. For thousands of years, humans believed we were safe, chosen, permanent. But history and science tell us another story. Life has ended before. Entire species, entire kingdoms of animals erased in moments. And we are not exempt. Whether it's a rock from the sky, fire from the ground, waves from the ocean, storms from the sun, the slow heat of the climate, or a deadly burst from the stars, our world is full of forces far greater than us. And yet, in this danger, there is also wonder, because every day we survive is a victory. Every sunrise is proof that against all odds, life continues. Perhaps that is our greatest strength, not our weapons, not our cities, but our resilience. We cannot stop every threat, but we can prepare, we can learn, we can hope, and maybe, just maybe, the story of humanity will not end with destruction, but with survival, because in the end, the Earth is not ours to control. It is a gift, fragile and rare, floating in the endless dark of space. And one day, when the final threat arrives, the only question will be, did we live wisely? Did we protect our world? And did we truly understand how precious this life was?